Well, there it is. A big red monthly candle, the second consecutive monthly red candle for Bitcoin. We're about to have this candle cemented in the history books as a big, dumpy red candle in just a couple of hours as we begin the final month of 2025, December, where we're also going to see the ending of quantitative tightening in just a couple of hours as well, supposedly. Dumping all the way down to about 80K, bouncing. Nice big red wick on the monthly chart. But as we all know, Bitcoin, when it has a red November, historically is then followed by a red December. Will history repeat itself? What is your prediction for the end of the year? As we also know, the last 2 months have been red for Bitcoin, and the 3 prior months before that were just basically sideways. So we've been seeing nothing but 5 red or sideways candles for the monthly chart on Bitcoin to close out this spectacular year. Will we get a 6th and final red or sideways candle for Bitcoin? Now, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager with over 13 trillion in assets under management, has officially confirmed its Bitcoin spot ETFs represent its single largest source of revenue. And that's in just 2 years, 2024 and 2025. We still have a month left of 2025, but in just 2 years, it became BlackRock's largest source of revenue. So the impacts of that and how BlackRock, the largest asset manager on the planet, plans to either tighten its stranglehold on Bitcoin or whatever it wants to do. Obviously, it's seeing a lot of profit from this. And if I would have to take a guess, it probably wants to continue to profit off of Bitcoin. So with that being said, there's a chance that Bitcoin needs to do somewhat well if the largest asset manager on the planet wants to continue making an insane amount of revenue, literally its single largest source of revenue. And as well, we see that gold has breached resistance. If we compare that to what Bitcoin is doing, very similarly here, we see a multi-year compression. This will probably define the cycle. This cycle for Bitcoin and especially altcoins has been pretty underwhelming so far. Basically 3 years with not much to show for it. Bitcoin's all-time high in 2021 was 69,000. Nice. And we squeaked out not even a doubling of that. A doubling of 69,000, nice, would be about 138,000. And we got up to about 125, I think 126,000. So Bitcoin hasn't even doubled in the last couple of years. And altcoins have done even less. Most altcoins have not even hit all-time high. So it's been very underwhelming. But that is exactly where this theory and basically the bull's last hope of a super cycle remains the last hope of bull kind. Bitcoin's fair value, according to Quinton on X, actually, or according to Bitcoin's global liquidity, should be at about 165,000. And the top comment by Grande Moonboy says that basically it's deeply discounted relative to its on-chain and macro fundamentals. Bitcoin has 1 month left of 2025. Are we about to plunge into a dumpy, multi-year dumpisode for crypto and Bitcoin? Which, to be fair, again, altcoins, most of crypto is still basically never really got out of a bear market, right? From like the 2021 highs. Most altcoins never entered a bull market. Are we just going to keep dumping for another couple of years, or is the chance of a super cycle actually, for the first time, actually possible? Green dots. Michael Saylor talked about adding green dots instead of orange dots. MicroStrategy is fully diluted. Market cap compared to Bitcoin has dropped below 1x, meaning it would be more accretive to issue digital credit and buy back MicroStrategy instead of more Bitcoin. Let's see. Maybe there's going to be a big announcement tomorrow. We'll see. It also suggests apparently that selling Bitcoin for cash, and I don't think that's likely, obviously. As Michael Saylor has said many times, he's not interested in selling any Bitcoin. So we'll see about that. Tomorrow is, again, Monday, which is also the very first day of December, which is also coincidentally or supposedly the end of quantitative tightening. And the only real chance that I see crypto of having a pump if we actually get liquidity entering the system and quantitative easing. We also see $8 billion worth of short positions will get absolutely creamed if Bitcoin hits 100K. So there's a lot of powder. There's a lot of kindling for a fuse to get lit. Will it though? Will we actually see shorts get liquidated? I've actually seen a lot of bigger accounts say they've closed out shorts recently and are now expecting, again, at the very least, a rally back to maybe 100K at the very least. But we'll see. Will we get absolutely diddled even more and just see sideways for the entire month of December? I hope not. But if history repeats, Trending Bitcoin says we could be reaching $250,000 for Bitcoin soon. This is quite a long chart, so it looks like a long way to go. But we're also seeing whales buying Bitcoin below 100K massively. So this is big. Whales are buying Bitcoin here. Was this the whole plan to begin with? Just crash the market, shake out a lot of retail or smaller holders, shake out, create a lot of fear, and buy Bitcoin as cheap as possible? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine this dump that we saw to 80K was, again, I don't have a strong opinion on this, but could you imagine if it was the final big shakeout before Bitcoin goes on a monster rally? What if that was the cheapest they could bring it down to? I don't think that, even if they could, I think they could probably get it below 80K, but if they could, I don't think honestly much more. I think there's a lot of people that are holding. I think a lot of people want this asset. A lot of people are interested in buying, and this data, which is objective, shows that whales are buying it massively, more than we've seen in the last 3 years, 2 or 3 years, are buying it at this price. Specifically, entities with balances over 1,000 Bitcoin. So millions of dollar accounts or entities with balances over, worth millions and millions of dollars are buying this current dump. Buying specifically below 100K. And yes, Bitcoin is oversold massively. We also see Thailand, the land of ladyboys, also officially implementing 0% capital gains tax on Bitcoin and crypto. Crazy. Wow. Very chill. When Binance unloads, this is massive, I think. I've been talking about this for a while. I think a lot of people have. When Binance unloads thousands of Bitcoin, the entire market bleeds. 30%, actually. When Binance stops selling, Bitcoin launches up about 16%. If you're not watching exchange flow data, you're trading blind. This is why market structure bill is needed. So yeah, Binance, I think, is again, this is my opinion. Could be totally wrong, although a lot of data suggests that I'm not, that Binance has been manipulating the market. The top comment here says, I don't think it's a well-hidden secret that Binance manipulates the market to target large liquidation pockets. After all, that's where they get paid the most. The great thing is their websites will tell you where these liquidation pockets are, so you can see somewhat what exchanges are seeing and trade with them. But Binance has been has had probably the biggest single impact of any exchange, I believe. Not just this cycle, but since Binance pretty much took over a lot of the market share of crypto exchanges years ago. Binance has been basically the biggest player for a long time. Not just the last couple of years, but even longer than that. Robert Kiyosaki saying the biggest crash in history is coming. He said that actually, I think he's been saying that, he's been saying that every year. And eventually he will be right, actually. So, maybe he'll be right this time. Former Japanese Prime Minister also saying Bitcoin and crypto are a once-in-a-century opportunity. Let's see. I'm a big fan of Japan, and I think they're pretty ahead of the curve when it comes to certain things like this. 36% down, most stayed up, most gave up. The stock RSI is bottoming, so is fear. Is this 31% dump the entry point a lot of people wanted and were asking for, but then got scared at the last minute and decided not to take advantage of? It would be a story as old as time if that was true. And U.S. buying pressure is back. We're seeing the Coinbase Bitcoin Premium just flip positive after a month of being in the red, indicating U.S. demand for Bitcoin picking up again. Okay, we'll see. Coinbase's CEO as well said on Fox that all G20 nations will establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve soon. Yeah, we'll see about that. Big news if possible, if it's true. We're also seeing that Bitcoin spot ETFs bought about 70 million Bitcoin last week. It's the first week of net buying since October. And we all know October and November, the month that is just now ending, both pretty dumpy. Also, Bitcoin hasn't moved in 3 days. Weekend trading, not really a surprise. It's a holiday weekend in the U.S. Not really too big of a surprise. But basically, are we going to see something really big this week? I think December 1st is a big fundamental shift. I mean, we're right below, even on a daily chart, we're right below the 21 and 50-day moving averages. We bounced exactly at this lower zone. We did not get a lower low so far. But I mean, yeah, look at this MACD, just very deeply dumpy. The dumpiest the MACD has been since June of 2021. RSI as well, just the lowest it's been since the bottom of the bear market, pretty much. I mean, a lot of things screaming, hey, even if this is not the beginning of a bull market or a second wave of bull market, even if it's not, there should be at least some sort of mega bounce here. And I think that's pretty much the big story. Meaning, I just think ultimately, obviously, this goes without saying, and it's been true, when you see, this, if the price is up here, not usually the best times to be buying for the first time or accumulating more. But when you see something like this, about a 30% drawdown, 35, now currently still down 26% from all-time highs, usually, historically, a much better time to be accumulating and to be buying. So if you do want to buy Bitcoin or crypto, you can sign up with BYBIT, FEMX, or BITUNIX below. And without any further ado,